Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1966 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany and considered one of the best typewriters of all time. And the entire SM series from Olympia in Western Germany are known as the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is a main roller that feeds the paper. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 75, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them stick or skip. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. This one is almost in near mint condition. I put excellent on the listing just for political correctness. The print looks so good. It's about as good as you can get. As far as everything goes on this typewriter, it's about as good as you can get for a used typewriter, a used vintage machine. That print is pica, prints 10 characters per inch, specifically pica number 97. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Flip this down for now. Put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. Touch control on the left side. The farther you go towards the plus sign, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension and the slower they are. You just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is. This turquoise or teal lever is the carriage lock. When you flip it up and move the carriage to the middle, it'll lock in the middle, also locks the keys. To unlock it, just flip it down like that. Backspace on the right side, very smooth. Everything on this thing feels like a luxury typewriter. Tab on the top right. This is the difference between the SM8 and the SM9 is the tab set is on the keyboard. On the SM9 it also has this all tab clear, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to clear all the tabs and check to make sure that works. Very good. And I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end causing wear and tear in your typewriter by hitting that set button right there. Very good. And to clear that one specific tab, you just hit that clear button. Very good. In the on the SM8, you'll have the tabs on the back side of the carriage, and you just move them like your margins. Open the hood like a car hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just move the ribbon guide to the middle on that side. And what that does is it will catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon. When you get to the end, there's a little metal piece that will catch onto that and then rotate it back automatically to the side it needs to go to over and over until the ribbon is dry. And if you don't have eyelets on the ends of your ribbon, then you can tie a knot, and that usually does the same thing. Carriage release on both sides on this model. Some SM9s have one only on the right, but all SM8s are one on the right. This one has one on each side. This is the paper support arm that flips up. Very cool. Carriage release on the left. This thing is flawless. There's only some minor like dings and whatnot. There's like a little dent right here, so I couldn't put near mint, although all the functions function like this is a brand new typewriter that's been serviced, so it's about as good as you can get. If you pull out this knob, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, and if you flip this switch back all the way, it disables the spacing just like that. flip it forward, and you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.